The sports betting market is always adapting and always moving. And as a profitable sports bettor, you need to be able to keep up with the movement. The biggest thing right now in the industry are the sports betting exchanges like ProphetX and Novig. If you're curious how to make money using these exchanges, then stay tuned because we'll be using the Outlier Pro plan to attack different angles that you have never used before. There is so much potential if you can learn how to make money using a betting exchange. The reason there's so much potential is because unlike traditional sports books, you'll never be limited. As long as another person is willing to wager on the other side of your line, then you can scale up forever and you can always make money. Now we talk about your growth being stunted as you start making money because sportsbooks won't let you get money down, but that is not the case with these new sports betting exchanges. If you don't know how they work, it is basically a peer-to-peer betting service. So if I want to bet the Red Sox money line, I can post my bet onto the exchange and then it'll populate the other side of the line. So let's just say it's the Yankees money line. If someone accepts the wager, then the exchange will take both of the peers' money, hold it until the event ends, and then pay out the winner. Now they take a small fee here, and it is much less than a traditional sports book, which might take 6-7% VIG or a tax. These exchanges are either taking no fees or a minimal fee of like 3% to the winner. ProfitX and Novig are available in 39 states. So even if your state doesn't allow sports betting, you can still download ProfitX or Novig and actually place bets. It's because they operate under a sweepstakes law, which is a little bit of a loophole that allows them to operate legally as a sports book. There are 3 ways to make money using the Outlier Pro page to beat these betting exchanges, in my opinion. Number 1 is going to be the most basic method, and that's going to be using their plus EV page to find good value bets on the exchanges. So we can use our DVIG books like Pinnacle, Circa, and Bookmaker, and then find plus EV bets on the sports betting exchange that already has liquidity in that market. So we'll simply look on the exchange, find the bet, and then put down as much money as we want to place our bet. So that's number 1. That's the easiest way. Number 2 will be arbitrage betting. With these betting exchanges, there are lots of arbitrage opportunities where you can bet into the exchange and also into a retail book. No matter the outcome, you are guaranteed to make a profit. I know that sounds too good to be true, but I will show you exactly how to do that very soon. And the third step that we can do to beat these betting exchanges is to post our own lines. So we can find value on a retail book and then simply post that same line onto the betting exchange in hopes that someone will fill the other side of the bet. So this is a really good way to post your own liquidity into the market, especially if you have limits. This is a way that you can get down extra money. So if I find a good play on FanDuel, I can bet it on FanDuel, but if I wanted to get more money down, I could also post the same play on the exchange and hope it gets filled. Okay, for the first method that we are going to use to attack the betting exchanges, we are using the Outlier Pro plan on the positive EV page. What we're going to do is we're going to use sharp books to find the fair value of their line and then compare their fair value to ProfitX and find plus EV plays on the ProfitX exchange. So the standard use here is typically Pinnacle, Circa, and Bookmaker as your sharp books. And I am doing any odds under plus 200, and I'm just searching for main lines. So we have 13 results that are showing, positive EV bets on the ProfitX exchange compared to Pinnacle, Circa, and Bookmaker, which are our 3 sharp books. So right here is the edge, 1.65% edge on this play right here, which is the Rockies and the Royals under 8.5 runs for their game. We can click this drop down arrow to confirm that the sharp books are showing value here. So Pinnacle is offering plus 106, Circa minus 110, and Bookmaker plus 101. So as a blend of these 3 together, we are getting a fair value of plus 108. As long as we can get a better price than plus 108, then we have an edge. If we look on ProfitX, their price is plus 111. So that means we would have an edge here. So let's see how easy it is to bet this. Click on the under 8.5 and then click on the ProfitX logo right here to open it in ProfitX. And let me load that one more time. It's not showing me. All right, so perfect. So we have the available liquidity is $216 cash, which means someone already put money on the other side of this line. And now we can grab the under 8.5 at plus 111, but there's only $216 available. So we could grab that 216, or we could grab $5. It's whatever you want to do, but there is $216 up for grabs. So I'll back out of this play. We'll look at one more just to pull up a couple of examples here, and we'll just look at the next play. So the other play here is also an under 8.5. This is for the Blue Jays and the Astros. We look at the odds of the sharp books. We're seeing minus 115 from Bookmaker and Circa. We're seeing minus 111 from Pinnacle. And we can get this on the exchange at minus 101. So really good value here. And what I'll do is exit out of the old one. We'll load up this new one under 8.5 for minus 101. And there's only $54 of available liquidity here. But let's just say you want to take it all. You could simply hit $54. I'm not currently logged in, but you would log in, place bet, and then you would be locked in for $54 at minus 101, or like I said, whatever amount of money you want to put down. So that's step number one. We'll go over to the arbitrage page and talk about that. Okay, we are on the Outlier arbitrage page now, and we are looking at some arbitrage bets, which means we're going to bet two sides of the line on two different sports books and guarantee a profit here. So this is laid out to win $10. So what we're going to want to do is this Brady Singer strikeouts. We can get over 5.5 strikeouts at plus 100 on DraftKings. So if we're able to bet $176.67 on DraftKings for his over, then we can also go on ProfitX, bet his under, which is the exact opposite, under 5.5 strikeouts, and we can put $166.67 at plus 112 on the exchange. So no matter what the outcome is, we will profit $10. Like I said, one side has plus 100 odds, the other side has plus 112. So guaranteed profit here, and Outlier makes it really simple to add these bets. So we can hit, this is showing me how much we want to bet. So let's just say we want to do 500 for an example, and this will end up winning $14.50. So we hit continue, and it's going to pull up our DraftKings account here, one click. So over 5.5 at plus 100 odds. And that was Brady Singer. So it didn't pull it up. So let me make sure this bet is actually here. So Reds, Marlins. And we're looking at the pitcher props. Singer, so 6 plus or 5.5. So that's our bet here. We have Singer over 5.5 at plus 100. So we'd get our bet loaded up here, whatever amount you wanted to bet, like the calculator shows you on Outlier. We'd have that loaded up there. Then we would place $242 is what it actually recommends. So let's say 242 would have that loaded up. Then I would go over, and the next side would be the under on the exchange at plus 112. So we'll look at that. So unfortunately, there is only $1 of liquidity here, but it's a good example of, if we could have put $200 here, $200 on DraftKings and made some money. So bad example to start, but you have to, arbitrage opportunities move quick. So you do need to be refreshing this page, but essentially it is that simple to make money arbitrage betting, where you just find opposite results that pay out positively no matter the outcome. All right, we're back over to the positive EV page on Outlier Pro, and now we're going to be looking for bets to post in the exchange. Now, this is the strategy that will hopefully make you long-term profits, even when you're limited on all the retail books. So the strategy here is to find positive EV plays on the retail books where maybe we can't get down on anymore. So we'll take those EV plays and then post them on the exchange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Pinnacle, Circa, Bookmaker, DVig, plus 200 odds again, so this range I'm comfortable in, and then search all the retail books. So right here we have a run line for the Tigers minus 1.5 at plus 145 on MGM. So if I go to MGM right now, I'm probably only going to be able to get down $20, $30 on this market because I'm limited, because I'm a profitable sports bettor. But what I can do is take this line and post it on the exchange at the same price and hope someone fills the other side. So for an example, I can hop over to the exchange. I'm looking for the Tigers minus 1.5. So I'd go Tigers minus 1.5. And right now it is available to grab on the exchange at plus 128, but that is not a good enough price for us. So what you're going to do is, instead of taking this liquidity, you're going to post liquidity. So you're going to name your price, which we will go 145 because that was, a play that had value on the exchange. And let's just say I wanted to get $500 down. I can post this on the market at plus 146 or plus 145 odds. It rounded up to an even number for $500. And then someone could match the betting the Padres, plus 1.5 runs for the exact opposite price, which would be minus 146. So that's how you post into the market. You're not guaranteed to get fills, but it is a good way to try to get more money down on positive EV plays. Right now, ProfitX is running a promotion for new signups. You can earn up to $200 in ProfitX cash at a 1.5% cashback rate as you play through some money. So you can get up to $200 in free cash there. And you can also sign up for the Outlier Pro plan, 100% free for 7 days right now. So check that link below as well. Why not give it a shot? Why not sign up for the 7-day free trial? Sign up for ProfitX, start making some money and see what you can do. If you guys have questions, let me know in the chat below. I'll be happy to answer them, or another Outlier team member will help you out. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck out there.